Yes, now progressing, the hour of thy doom cometh. Only a very small number of levels left until we've technically beat the official game and are onto the challenge levels, which on their own are a whole new thing entirely. A whole new horrifying thing. There's another one of these. I'm sure you can already guess what I'm going to try to do. Yes. So first we can make these triangle parts and then tile them on. Using first this assembler machine and then feeding them into the next one for fixing them. And for that, going to need at least one of these and at least one of something like these. Or these, one of these two. First, let's actually take a look at how we can do this part. That's a problem. I wasn't expecting this to be a problem. So watch what happens. There, now how do you get a salt to here? In this case, don't rotate that one. Rotate the other one. That can actually be done by a different arm. What am I doing? It can even be an arm like this. There, and it only has one job, but it does it very well. And then you can finally finish your job like that. And you can actually immediately eject this to wherever it needs to go. Like that. In fact, you don't even need to let go of it. There. There. Now look where this lands. This looks correct. Now these two need to redo their jobs multiple times. The timing needs to remain correct. So this needs to happen 6 times, that's 3 already. There, that's 6. And there should be 1 rotation at the end of each one of these branches here. And then finally it can output. There, this should work fine. Now look at that structure, that's exactly what we're looking for. Oh, hold on. This is incorrect. It's a space of 7, which, that much. There. The the last instruction of this feeder arm was incorrectly placed, or misplaced I should say. You can't say everything in long form. It would turn statements into sentences. Oh, I know how to solve this. There. Simple solution. Or easy mode as the children may call it. Oh no, I see a problem coming. There it is. Try even more compact. May cause an even bigger problem, or fix the problem. I think it will break it even worse, actually. To be honest. Yeah, we need a different feed mechanism. So instead of feeding it directly, it should give it to this arm here, which will feed it the rest of the way. And you should happen at the end of each one of these. And that should complete everything. There. Let's see how that works. That's a problem. We could build two hemispheres and then close them in on the core. That would be funny. No, that would be too much work for right now. That could be for later though. Instead, I built this machine with this exact instruction in mind. And the very fact that it breaks in this specific way makes it very difficult to fix without redoing everything. That's a problem. This part practically needs to be fed in by a second arm. From here. Wait, what would that even do? Oh, I know what I can do, hold on. Here, like this. I don't think this will collide like before. It seems to have a clear path from what I can see. One small change fixes everything. That should be a headline. There. Machine complete. 3 arms only. Only 3 more parts to until it's complete. Until the process is complete. I don't think this is very fast in retrospect. Look at that. This input isn't even being fully utilized. That's a red flag. There. Its cost is actually impressive, even if its speed is horrible. Now, oh, look at this monstrosity. At least it gives us 2 of these per one of these. That makes this slightly easier. The routing doesn't need to be as gut-wrenching, honestly. Nightmarish. Some of these problems do actually have a quality that makes them potentially cause nightmares. So here's the plan. I'm going to make pairs of these and then attach them in a line with one of these and one of these. No, not one of those. One of these. So first it makes one. No, this is bad. Hold on. There, first it makes one, and then this one is supposed to push it forward to here. Like this. This is exactly what I was thinking about. And then we can have these things here that put these on. And in order to alternate this pattern, that will just require a few extra instructions in these salters here. Simple. This one is actually simpler than the last one. The only complication remaining is actually, I would like to do something extra with this. There, that actually works a lot better. Look at how much faster that is. Now, about this, this attachment situation. I think we're going to want to bring that out slightly first in order to simplify this. And we can just delay this from the rest of it by a few cycles. Is that even worth it? Probably. I'm not forming any exact ideas of what I want for these right now, strangely. So I'll have one like this, I think. And a second arm paired with a third arm that does the salting. So we're actually probably going to want to double these. First. Oh wait, that's a bad idea. Oh yeah, now I see why this shouldn't be delayed. Or should it? Oh wait, yeah, it can be. Never mind. But just to make the debug process simpler, at first I can do it like this. And that would show exactly how that would work. And then the other one can actually work exactly the same way. Mirror everything, including the moves. And now we can actually move these up to roughly where I think they should be. What's this problem we've never had before? I wonder how that happened. Wait a second, this isn't supposed to be here. Oh, hold on. Minor error. No large problem, however. There. I figured out what was wrong. Now, timing. This needs to be moved ahead significantly far. And we can fine-tune this now. Oh, reverse the polarity. Oh, yeah. There, this should work better. Unless these collide. No, they don't. That's fine. Yeah, I feel like these just don't have enough time. They should be delayed slightly. And the second set should really be moved down. There. So here we have 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10 should be delayed, like this. Probably to here. And all of them should be delayed slightly to about here. And these should actually be repeated now, I think. I think that would work. That's a small problem. What if we had it right originally? Yeah, probably. It should be so much simpler than it is. Oh, I have a new idea. Hold on. Destroy all of this. And put these here. So now... There. Right now this also doesn't need as much room. So now this is going to be, or should be, easier. And this is delayed by 4 cycles to here. And delay all of this by this much. And if this works, we can make the other side next. Yes. Now, to just make sure that this alternation works correctly. Well, it looks like it is. Yes, this looks correct. And it's still running at maximum speed, or near maximum speed, either way. And this is further back than it should be. We can increase the speed of this machine by getting rid of that latency that really shouldn't be there. There, and now it's even faster. Next. What is this going to be? Oh, look at what this monster is. This is going to be one of the hardest ones so far. Going to need an array of complex parts. So first we should do the hardest part here, which is this thing. I think I know how this could be done. So first, well, that's not good. I have an idea, I just don't know exactly how to implement it. Let's start with this part that I know how to do. So this is going to go through all of these phases. By picking up one of these first. This one is also going to feed them in. So first you're going to get into position. And then you're going to start feeding. Let's see if this works. Yes, correct. And then this will guarantee all the correct connections. There, look at that. And then after that, it can deposit the product. And then that entire cycle can repeat forever. So this is where the product ends. I'm going to put one of these here temporarily to keep track of where it is. There. Now this can go down here further, where these are going to be attached by a pair of arms. That looks correct. I see how this can be done. It feels overcomplicated because it technically is. So, once that drops that off, it can be moved into position. But rotated once first. So let's see how that works first. Yes, and now it's ready to begin that process. Four and 6, 5 and 7. There. And this should repeat 3 times. This looks correct. And it should rotate twice in between each. And deposit after all of that. Here, or perhaps here. We'll see. The alignment may need to be adjusted, or probably will be need to adjust it. It rotates too soon now. No, that's incorrect. This is correct. Mission complete. Look at this. Not as complicated as I thought it would be. There. Next. Oh yes, remember the deleter. I remember it. I don't know how you would unless you've played the game before, or seen it played before. So now we need to take raw salt, transfuse it into fire, earth, non-transmuted, and amours, the dark one, and discard the lighter half, because we don't need it for this. So we can have one set dedicated merely to creation, the production of this part here. Simple. And an arm dedicated to disposing of this trash. And that can just do that whenever. It's not really critical when it does that. You can build this ring out of hemispheres. Or hemicircles, technically. Build the hemispheres, then put them together. I'm not sure how I feel about that though. Perhaps build a crescent and then complete it with that part. I feel like that would be simpler. The music design of this game is better than it has any right to be. Now, for this part. The instruction set for this is definitely going to need to be changed at some point. Yes, this is not good. What is this? Oh, I see what I did. There. So now this can work like this, which should correct that problem. It wouldn't even be a problem if it wasn't for the lack of conditional branching, though. Yes, I'm still going to be talking about that. And then that can be pulled out with one of these things. Probably... what angle would be good for this? Oh wait, to simplify things. Pull it out slightly, then all the way. And then that final one can be pulled out by one of these perhaps. This needs to repeat 5 times and then initialize next step. Which means that we're going to need 10 repeats of this. And then a 12th, actually. This ring should be built separately, then attached. This part we can get started on. This green hemisphere should be easy, and this red one is actually easier than it looks. We'll just build a red hemisphere, and then salt the 2 ends, and then affix that to the green hemisphere, and then port that directly to where the black ring should go. Then once all that's together, it's as simple as putting it in the output. And since these 2 halves use exactly the same amount of material, and we have exactly 2 inputs, these are actually balanced perfectly, so we don't need any intermingling of this. Like that. First, it builds this ring. And then that's taken out by something else. And of course you, number 7 now, can swap after that. And then this whole thing can continue after that. And then you can swap back. Yeah, easy. So this machine builds 1 red ring, then 1 green ring. Need to make sure this is timed correctly. So that's correct. Technically, I think I should build the green one first. There, so it can go in stack style. Or wait, would that be Q? Yeah, either way. The green one goes in front, so that should be the first one in. Now could be a good time to work on this now. Finally. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. is handled by the next one, number 6, which is here. There. And as for you activate at the same time as this one. Yes. And at this point, number 5 should also grab, pull, and drop. So let's see how this ring builder works. Most of the complexity of this machine is already just the instruction set. You were to pull it out even further, like this. I would go to here. We want not that far, so here. Right there. That looks like a bad orientation, actually. So why don't you also rotate it while you're at it? That looks adequate. And of course, going to be putting those together. Yes, this looks correct. There, now watch how this works. That should build that part. No, hold on. I'm going to fix this first. There. Rotates midway through its path so that it doesn't interfere with itself. There, so that's that part complete. And now this will want to complete itself. That part works correctly, and now so does that one. I'm going to try to mark that point. And this point here. And now, once this is done, it should be brought down by this arm. Oh, this is getting to be a long process. I don't like that. This timer is no longer needed. Oh yes, now we need to attach this. And that can be done by another arm here. Yes, I see how that works. And that's number 12, which should actually be brought up just above number 7 to become the new number 7. And that activates after 6, so you, and then you do this. And number 5, that's not actually what you do. You keep holding on to it, and then after that happens, that's when you move it out of the way, eject it to this sector, where it can then wait to be fixed onto something else. So this is the alignment of the playfield now. These two parts are complete and ready to be attached. Number 12. Number 12 is actually going to move it all the way down to here. And where it's grabbing, that would be here. No, I'm not sure that's a good idea. What if it was grabbing here instead? There. Let's actually see if any of these parts fail before that happens. Oh, like I said. You know what that means though? Since these two parts technically don't need each other to be aligned in any specific way, we can move them further apart or closer together. Or even... there. This could actually work. In fact, we can remove one of these two rotations and that will make this corrected. Although, there. How interesting and also strange. This might work. Oh, hold on, I just noticed something. Firstly, this would be like this, not like that. So let's actually observe that. There. We can salt these much later down the line. That's not too much of a problem. This dark ring should go in after this elemental fin here. Yeah, like that. And now this entire assembly here can move up and to the right by one, where this can be attached like this. And number 5, you can now have your new job be to there eject this part. It's now like this to I think here, right? To here. Actually, rotate it twice. So at this point is where it should be salted, here and here. And then after that, it should be moved to its final destination, here. Let's see if this works at all. It does. Oh wait. Minor error here. I see what the problem is. Number 3. Number 3, you are now promoted. There. Just as a precautionary measure. This looks like a mess. I'm going to move you to the side instead. There. Now it should work. Yes, this appears to function correctly. finally building machines complicated enough to look good. Not only are we doing small operations anymore, we're doing large operations. It's really the difference between simple arithmetic and calculus. Add and subtract are so granular that compared to matrix math and algebra, they look like a different thing entirely. Well, look at this. Of course. This looks like a problem for another day, to be honest. I'm gonna need this. What else? This. No, we don't need that. We're going to need at least all of these 4 parts here at some point. This one for getting that done. This one for getting these 2. This one for getting all 4 of these. All 4 of these. This one for attaching them to each other. Probably, actually, almost definitely going to need multiples of these. But that's for later.